Moving towards hospital. The hospital where Mary died. Anything to say? No. Okay, intense section. So far, at least, I'm liking the standard difficulty. I think it's good that I kind of trained myself with the light. I think if I immediately jumped in from standard by now, I would have died a lot more. And maybe things would have been different, but because I understand their general moves and patterns, I'm able to keep up for now. It just becomes a bit more, it's obviously just more difficult versions of the same thing. Like those forelegs, they're just like much more likely to dodge. And they're more aggressive. Just have to be careful. But we'll see how it goes. Butterfly. Yeah, so many questions. Questions that James is either unable to ask or doesn't want to ask. I'm just really hoping more of this stuff ends up connecting. I assume like by the end of it we're going to come around and the whole like jack thing on the top right of this map, that's going to come back into play and stuff, and it's not that I've just basically missed anything to do with that. Like that I've completely missed that bit now. Nice. Look at that, those health supplies, man. Let's go. Ready to kill it. More numbers. I mean, I think at this stage, obviously, that when I picked up like 1, 2, or 3 of them, I thought they were part of like some kind of code or puzzle. But I think they're just photograph numbers at this stage, which implies that there's at least about 14 to 16 of them to find.
Maria? Hello?
She's getting changed, getting ready for a performance. That's gonna be weird. Shit, man. Yeah, look at that lighting again. RTX, baby. Let's go. Time to enjoy the show, James.
Maria?
What? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. I was just kidding.
What is this? Is this a special place you met?
Don't be silly. Just have to go through and out the front. Then again, now that we're here, can't we stay? Just for a little while. Catch our breath before we head back out there.
I don't have time to take a break. Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
I know. It's just... this place, this whole thing, it's like a nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess this place is getting to me, too. Am I crazy? You know, for thinking she could be here.
Crazy is one word for it, I guess. I can think of another.
What's that?
Hopeful.
Well, that's a nicer way of putting it.
Here.
What are you doing?
Something to take the edge off. No? You sure? Fine. Be that way. Here's to... hope undying.
We should probably get going.
Fine. Ready when you are.
Yeah, that was a cool little scene. Almost a bit of a real moment there by James. It's rare that we've seen that so far. He's just been so incredibly just like wooden, with good reason as well. Like given that his mental state, I'm sure, is very messed up, but still, Can we not? We can't inspect that. That's weird. Okay. There is a photo somewhere in there. Yeah, this music as well, though. The Fifth River, Special Old Reserve. Well, she had some. Alright. Time for a save. Yeah, good place for a save. Yeah, again, this is the kind of environment where that RTX really shines. Unfortunately, again, let me just double check something. I just want to see how my GPU is doing here. Because I am noticing the odd... yeah, my GPU is being pushed to the limit here, basically. Yeah, so really RTX heavy bits like this is where my GPU starts to tap out, unfortunately. One thing I want to try... what happens? Basically, I think it was shadow settings that really helped. Let's have a look at that chair. It gives me like a tiny bit more, maybe. It gives me like a few percent. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the kind of bit where I think there's just very little that I can really do about it. When there's very RTX heavy moments like my GPU, like it's a bit frustrating, obviously, because for so much of the game, my GPU operates within like its normal parameters, and it handles things absolutely fine. But in very specific scenes and areas, it obviously spikes. So we'll see, but I think for now I'd rather just keep it how it is. It's not affecting me in general. Okay. Because I don't think there's really any other settings I want to turn down at this point that would allow me to keep ray tracing on. I don't want to fundamentally change the experience. Okay. Nurse's outfit. One thing I've also seen from that infamous Silent Hill issue of PlayStation Magazine is the nurses. I've definitely seen them. So I know we're heading to a hospital. Alright. As cool as this environment is, let's move to somewhere where my graphics card is going to have a breather.
Let me know when you want to move on.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the show, but oh well. Just a final look around, just in case there are a few little things here. We can't like vault up and do a little number here. Yeah, okay. Let's go, James.
You gonna dance for me, big guy? I'd pay to see that.
Let's go. Heaven's Night. So yeah, I think this is the first place where my settings got pushed to the limit. Like you can see when I'm jogging around, there's definitely a bit of slowdown here. But it's literally just one room. If I come to an area where it's all like this, then obviously we'll reassess. But for now, what if I... Hold on. I'm going to do a quick... How much does it change the overall look of the game if I go for balanced DLSS? At face value, not very much. Let me see. How much headroom did that give me, CPU-wise? Yeah, it gave me enough headroom that I think even in here, I can just about keep up. But it's just the kind of thing that I can't really toggle all the time. Yeah, it saves me maybe about 8%. 10%. Fair enough. I'm going to stick to quality here, though. Alright. Whoops. Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright then. Come on.
Yes?
We could come back later if you want. You know, in case we need a break.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Whatever you say. I mean, any port in the storm, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, he's not having it. He's again, he's a very determined man. He's staying on task.
Again?
He's not to be distracted by any of the shenanigans. But I'm loving the steel pipe. Alright. Keep it going. I'm glad she doesn't say it again every single time I do it, otherwise it would have discouraged me literally from breaking windows.
Okay, it's not far now.
This looks like a dead end, so I'm gonna quickly explore it.
I think I'm actually getting used to me smashing stuff up.
Oh, brilliant. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. Go to something there. We'll have that. I mean, we've been getting away with not using the gun basically at all. That's 79 bullets we have. I did use up like 30 against Pyramid Head the first time, so I think that really is where they come into play. I'm sure you can beat Pyramid Head melee only and stuff, but I think it's much harder. You're going to die a lot more. So I'd rather save my bullets for those situations. Or if it's a particularly bad section with regular enemies. I think these ones, it's very like, its stuff is maybe, again, there's a small chance you might find something in there, but probably rare. But we even see a little bit of sun coming through. That's a rarity. But we're never, sun never shined on this town.
Look, we're on the other side of that chasm. Some detour. But hey, at least we're here.
Here meaning where exactly?
Come on, you'll find out. This is it.
Okay, that looks pretty special. Let's quick look at these benches before we head in. Alright. Let's do it. Alright.
That's it? A garden?
There's a bit more to it than that.
If you say so. I don't think I've been here before.
Come on, she's just around the corner.
She? Who is she?
There's a story told around these parts. Kind of a local legend. It tells of a woman who was cast out. Sentenced to die on an island out on the lake. There was a man in town who fell madly in love with her. And every night, he would sneak out, row across the lake, bringing her food and company. And every night, she would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But this one night, a terrible storm broke out, caught him out in the open, and it blew out the candle. Even in darkness, the man would not give up. He would not turn back. So he fought against the raging waters until finally the lake took him. They say even then, the woman never lost hope. She kept coming out at night, kept lighting the candle to bring her beloved home, to lead him to shore. Not sure how much truth there is to it. It's probably just a fairy tale. But she's become something of a local saint, a patron of undying love. Hence this place.
She's not here.
What?
She's not here. And why would she be? I don't even remember this place. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here.
Hey. It's okay. There's plenty of other places to look. We can still...
Come on.
A hero's instinct. Cool story, though. I like that. That was an interesting tale. And well, how much of that is parallel, obviously, to what's actually going on in the story? Will we end up rowing out onto the lake? Something tells me we will. Let me just see if she has any dialogue. No. Don't know if there's any... It feels like the kind of spot where a photo might be taken. A strange variety. Alright, let's go. Guess if we end up getting a little girl on our side as well, we've already formed like a little team.
I think it came from inside the theater.
That's the white cloth. Let's just try the door anyway in case there's some dialogue or something happens. Okay. Here we go. Theater of Dreams.
You okay?
Yeah. Maybe you better wait here.
Okay. Not much of a movie fan anyway.
She's not gonna be there when I return.
And James?
Yeah.
Be careful in there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This is boring.
Hmm.
You didn't seem bored.
Oh.
A minute ago. Screamed your head out, didn't you? You should have seen your face.
It was this big rat. It jumped right at me from under the seat. You would have screamed too if you saw it. Guts, fatso.
Hey, well, what do you have to say that for?
Anyway, why are you sitting here? I thought you said the cops were after you.
Nah, I don't think they follow me here. Besides, I blocked the door, so no one could get in. Not the cops, and not these other monsters.
You're weird.
Yeah, that's what everyone always says.
Well, I guess people call me weird too. And they yell at me. Especially when I do something bad. Did you do something bad? You know, so the cops are angry with you?
I don't know. Maybe.
So why don't you just say you're sorry? It always works for me.
They wouldn't listen. Nobody ever listens.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Eddie, what have you done? Or are they just trying to make us assume that he's some kind of weird creep that's done something really bad? And it turns out it's just something very innocuous, but we assume that he was some kind of weirdo killer.
Did you hear that too?
Yeah, we're the monster now. Non-existence. Before I head into where they are, and well, I think obviously part of the thing is that when we first found Eddie, there was a dead guy in the fridge who looked, well, for lack of a better word, relatively fresh. It didn't seem like he died a long time ago. So, I don't know. Maybe that was somehow Eddie's doing. That's obviously what they want us to think. Oh. Just the toilets, right? There couldn't be anything dodgy in here, right? Go. Down. There's never anything in the last one. They always make you think there will be. But there isn't. Fine. I mean, maybe it's Eddie taking the photos. That's also a possibility. But I'm trying to not be too quick to judge him. But I mean, running from the cops, obviously, that's pretty sus. It's hard to defend that one. Obviously, you can always assume that maybe it's not something as terribly incriminating as we think, but usually if people are running, there's a reason for that. Always got to have the last one closed. Ah, nice. Alright, I think I've done the exploring I need to do here. There they are. Still there. Alright, we're about to have ourselves a scene. Let's see.